We're gonna keep the onions for pickling. Hmm. Come on. Hmm. Yeah, Stuart, I'm not gonna lie. Straight up, I just use a completely like fake name, and pretty much what I do is I track everything with my password manager regarding the name I used. So if I start receiving emails addressed to a certain name, it's very easy to determine like what service it was like provided from, essentially. There's also an email trick you can use to do something similar. Which is essentially, for example, with Gmail, if you do ryanparker@gmail.com, it's the same as Ryan Parker. Is it plus? Oh gosh, I'd have to check, but what the fuck? Did I hold down my spacebar? Oops. And then like those are the same or something. I have to verify. Yeah, the period is also the same. Oh jeez. So if when you look at it, yeah, it's plus word. Yeah. That one's definitely far more effective because then you can literally put the service name in the actual email, and when you look at the email it was sent to, obviously if it shows Ryan Parker plus Spotify at gmail.com, it ends up being very helpful. Now, in saying that, do understand that like if you ever have to call into these companies for support, you are going to have to be like, my email is Ryan Parker plus Spotify at gmail.com. Okay? Like hello.
Hi, I saw your sign about restocking. Can I just get like
Oh no,
one
we're actually start. I just haven't taken the sign down. I was at the farm grabbing stuffs.
Oh, gotcha.
So what would you like?
2 combos, please.
All right. Go ahead and swipe.
Thank you. Oh,
And right there in the bag, and you're all set. Have a good one.
thank you so much. You have a good one.
I actually find putting a period to be not ideal. Primarily because again, calling in for I don't know. For me it's just easier. I think it was Sirius Radio specifically when I called in. Yeah, it was definitely Sirius Radio. For whatever reason, when I registered with a period in the name. Now, again, do understand when I'm making emails for services, not making emails, when I'm using emails for services, like I'm not putting my, well, actually not true, because Spotify, when you purchase a car, oftentimes gets sort of forwarded your information, but that was what the issue was. The one I used prior to purchasing a car had a period. The one that, like, you know, my car got signed up with and whatnot, did not. And so now there's two accounts, one with and one without. The car or core. Yep. Drive a car. I think it's so fucking funny because I'm from Massachusetts, so everyone drives a car. But they don't drink soda, they drink soda. How'd that work? Not even pop? Nope. No, we don't use pop here. A pop is something completely different. Here, a pop is a Portuguese bread roll. They're referred to as pops. You can get at any Portuguese bakery. And they're fucking delicious. Oh yeah, 100% they do. Have your own domain, you can have infinite emails to give out to services. Yeah, but that sounds like a whole other, like, security thing that you have to pay attention to, and I'm just wholly uninterested in that, especially as a streamer. It ended up being the fucking target of bozos who got upset that I made a decision as Matt Rhodes. You know, like, no thank you. I'll pass. I'm not gonna lie, not having a website is primarily stems from those concerns. Also, not gonna lie, I trust. Now hear me out when I say this. Security-wise, I trust Google with my information far more than any website or domain registered to me ever. All right? To clarify, security-wise, I trust that my Gmail, if it were to ever be hacked, would be because my dumbass reused a password somewhere, okay? Not because someone was able to successfully just hack into a Gmail account, all right? And I don't reuse passwords, so it's not even a possibility. I don't even know my own passwords. Chat. Use Bitwarden as a password manager. This is not sponsored, but I really wish I was sponsored by them. Okay, thank you. Not an ad, but I wish it was. Listen, for $10 a year, I think it's $10 a year. It's so fucking good. It's so good. The fact that you can also throw in your two-factor, you'll forget your master password. I mean, that's... Yeah, I mean, you could go... Okay, here's the thing. A lot of people often forget that, like... Listen, you don't have to get omega creative when it comes to your master password. You can literally just type in... not the same password you've used a million times before, okay? But, like... Yeah, you can write it down, put it on your fucking notes on your phone that gets synced to the cloud or something, or at least a portion of it, and fucking reuse that bitch a bunch of times. 2-3 times, you know? Who cares at this point? Listen, people aren't gonna, like... Plus one of sticky notes? I mean, listen, just have a little notepad next to your computer in a drawer, on some random page. You know, like... I would argue in a business setting, no, absolutely not. But at home, you'd think someone who's gonna fucking, you know, rob your fucking house or burglarize your house is gonna be looking for a password for your password manager? I don't think so. So the 20 letters word for password. Here's the thing, that's not actually crazy. Think about this. Think of an 8-character password typed 3 times. It's really not that bad. If I found a notebook of passwords while robbing, I would definitely take it. Okay, but here's the thing. That notebook is meaningless to you if you have no other information. As in, you don't put username password. And I wouldn't even label it as Bitwarden or password manager. I'd probably just put BW. You know, like... Okay, so Kerr, I agree with you to an extent. I get a new phone I'd say every few years. But sometimes they have it's worked out for me, especially where I have 2 phones, one of which is a like very old oh gosh, I don't even know. But like Samsung will have trade-in programs where it's like pretty much any Galaxy device traded in will be traded in at a certain value. Is typically when I end up doing stuff. So what I'll do is I'll essentially trade in my old phone, not my new one, every few years. And then my new phone becomes my old phone, which has my password manager in it. Now, you do bring up a good point, you know. If there's like a house fire or something, yeah, you're kind of shafted, but like... I mean, I could still get in because I know my password to my password manager, which is where everything is stored. That makes sense? Here we are. Needs the security key to reset up the chain. Wait, really? What you're supposed to print? Hold the phone. Does that assume, like... does that prompt every time there's a new device, or does it only prompt in the event where, like, you can't, or you're not in the same location, or similar location? Any new device setup? Ooh. I don't know. Used to have the same password for nearly everything. Mittens, I implore you to check. And this is a reality check for a lot of people.
Hey man, what's up?
Do. I implore you to check, have I been pwned? Throw your email in here. And this is why you should not reuse passwords. It's not because some genius is going through and hacking into all of your shit on a whim. It's because something else got hacked. Unfortunately, this happens with very major companies, to be very clear. And you use one password on one website, and they're literally just going through and trying that same password on other websites. Then they get into your account that way. And then if you have anything of value, they'll take it if they have the ability to.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, my bad.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. You're good. What can I get for you?
Can I get 4 combos, please?
All right, go ahead and swipe. And right there in the bag. You're all set. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
So just to clarify, you should never have the mentality of like, no one would ever go after the stuff that I have because they're not looking and identifying people in that way. It's literally just, they pretty much automate trying to log into all of these accounts with all of these shared passwords amongst a bunch of different websites. So, yeah. But yeah, Knight is spot on. Listen, you want to know what the funniest fucking thing is? Remember how I said I rarely ever use my real name for stuff? The same shit applies to like mobile apps for like, McDonald's. And it's really fucking awkward because half of the time you'll be like mobile order for whatever, all right? The really awkward thing is recently someone who I went to school with started working at a fuck it. They started working at McDonald's, okay? And they look at me and they sort of tilt their head sideways and they were like, "Did I go to school with you?" I was like, yeah. But the name on the account is just like not actually my name. My actual name is it's like, "Oh." He's like, I didn't think that was your name, and I do remember you." And I was like, yeah, pretty much. A little awkward, but listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, and it's all on throwaway emails, so I truly could not care less. We do need to get cups for drinks. His legal name is Elefanto. No, it is not. Put this here for now. Let's re-up on... We don't actually need this much. Actually... I always pay with bank at the grocery thing, so I'm just gonna go swipe for some more stuff. Then we have to total it out so we can be refunded. You guys are gonna fucking think I'm crazy. But I had you guys are absolutely gonna fucking think I'm crazy. I had my name withdrawn from lists at graduation. I'm gonna be real. I don't give a fuck about being on a list. I graduated and got my degree. Why? Because people are fucking weirdos. I don't need my name on an actual graduation list. It only contributes to, you know, the weirdos on the interwebs who do stupid shit. I don't want to make any of their lives easier. Overstimulation Central. Wait, I saw a video. Saw a video last night of this cute on TikTok of this cute fucking adorable like golden retriever puppy in the passenger seat of the car, and the mom's like, "Oh my god, fuck." The dog just looks tired. Just show you guys it. Holy fuck. It's you have to see it. It just everything in that video makes it. What the mom is saying, the puppy's like facial expressions, just everything about it. I mean, here's the thing. My name was called out at graduation. It was just not on any lists. Now I will say, and this is something I didn't realize until graduation, but like, it's all like it's very much so like a family like thing. So for me, for example, I was one of the first people in my family to graduate from college, right? So that like for my family, that was like a very like emotional thing. I didn't think it would have been, but it was. Never would have thought that, but you know, here we are. So I'm glad I did go. I'm glad I did go. Go here. That there. That there. Then we gotta go to the bank. No, absolutely not. When it comes to college, genuinely, like, I'm not kidding. You get taught a bunch of like very niche things that you'll probably never use. Most of it is truly common sense with like a micro level detail into why it's common sense. At least in business related stuff. Like, yes, you'll get thrown into math classes where you need to remember and utilize certain formulas, but you'll never see that formula in the real world. And you're never gonna find the fucking the Sally that's buying 3,242 apples and 10% of them go bad and 5% of them are misplaced, and how many does fucking did someone uninvolved have? Like, you're not gonna run into those things. Like, sorry, I'm laughing too much. 3 minutes. Math problems are why. I mean, I get why they do it or why they do it. Makes sense. It's just, yeah. Get punished for bringing a calculator into math class. I mean, I do think there's value in being able to do something without a calculator, but in this day and age, I think that value is far less important because everyone has a calculator available to them. Ham, I've seen those same things. Wait. I'm waiting for those potatoes. What am I doing? We're gonna go race. In the generation of you don't have a calculator in your pocket. Well, they were wrong. We need to go steal Susie's stage 5 clutch plate that we're actually buying. Probably somewhere in the house. You were forced to get a calculator? I'm not surprised. Susie, are you putting car parts around here? You can chop stuff here? That doesn't come up. Any car parts in the oven? No, it's got to be downstairs. I question, are these actual storage things or is this like storage things hidden behind? Why is there... Oh, wait, that actually looks so fucking good. Hold on. That's smart. It's just hidden. Where the fuck is Susie putting stuff? Wait. I know where. Wait, I'm blocked. No! Aha! The fuck, Susan? Where is everything? Where do you put the good stuff? Do you know if Sock has made any progress towards? Oh, whoa. Ooh. Ooh. I want to swipe a part that we're paying for. Something is making this room not render. It's not loading in the room, or the items are in a like the wrong group. Fuck, I couldn't get into that. The house is so nice though. She used to just store everything here, unless... Aw. Oh, wait. I lied. Upstairs. Wait, this is sick. I'm scared of fire. Nah, that's fucked up.
Damn it.
Most common 4-digit codes. Damn it. Hmm. There isn't, Knight. People are not allowed to rob houses. So it's a non-issue. I was in admin mode. It wouldn't even prompt for a password. Potatoes, can't forget. Gather. Harvest. That used to be a thing in 3.0. Ugh. Don't get me started. Holding out a gun was the biggest deterrent. Or, like, stress was the biggest deterrent to holding out a gun. Potato, 87.93. Sunflower. Wheat. $143. Verify. 144. Hmm. Now, why is there a Helma chopper? Oh! Oh! Hmm. Do. Potatoes. Math this. 11 times 12 is 1332. We will not need these. Though, we could just instead do this. Chop these all up already. Hmm. Yeah. Chopping stuff up is so good now. Racing time? Bike race with full phasing. Wait, that's actually W, so we don't have to kill people on accident. Do 2 more? Or 10 more, sorry. Hmm. Clean this up. I need to message someone. Okay. I put a... I can't pick up the object. I can't. Fuck. I'm sad. I wanted to see if I could put it, like, on the wall on each side. Well, shucks. Yeah, I question if this is like... Okay, so there are certain items where only I can admin delete this, to be clear. But there are certain items. For example, Kilo messaged me the other day because in his house someone had put down one of the... I think it was one of the like NoPixel trophy things. And only the person who put it down can pick it up. Except that property's been sold multiple times. So it's just been sat there in an awkward spot. I suspect this is probably similar, but I wanted to put one on like each side. I actually think the Abracadabra logo should be redone to be red and like yellow. Thing is, it's going to match that, but it also matches just the rest of the place. That's fucked. Damn, not the shut yo bitch ass up. What are we low on? Um, all right. Oh. How do we get back into the food menu there? We're going to the next race, whenever that is. Hi, Matt. Also, I think I did this off stream. We bought the tuner transmission from Rex. We bought it for 120. He owed us 35, so we paid what? 85? 85, is that math?
Hello.
Hello.
Are you opened?
Yep. What can I get for you?
Amazing. Can I get like 2 combos, please?
All right. Go ahead and swipe. And right there in the bag.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Be safe, bye-bye.
So the only issue I have with the flag being right there is the pickup thing might get in the way, which is why I kind of want to move it to the side. I'm not sure. It's not too much of an issue. I can just see it getting in the way every now and then. Hello. Chat, I finished my battle pass on League already. I don't know if that's... Okay, I didn't even go crazy. I kind of just focused the weekly stuff. Also, there might be enough time. Hold on, let me launch League. In case you were wondering, there was an event thing. I think it ends sometime today, probably in the next few hours. If you play Gragas 3 times, you get a Gragas skin. My League launching? There it is. My recommendation, play Gragas and Brawl. You're guaranteed the pick, and Brawl games are quite fast. Let me double check. League. Here. Oh. I don't... Okay, maybe the event thing is over, because it's no longer giving me a timer. I don't know. Hmm. Doop, doop, doo. Yeah, we would cook with a pot in our head. We should go around telling cops we have pot. Hmm. That Denzel? You guys remember the first round of owning the kebab shop with Alan, and it was the Aaron instead of the Rooker T that was like in the default position? So we had it changed around to where Rooker T would be like the thing, so you wouldn't even have to move your mouse like this.
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing
Can I get 2 combos,
good.
please?
Absolutely. The Happy Pride Month. Here we go. 2 combos. Go ahead and swipe.
Thank you.
And right here in the bag. And you're all
Appreciate
set.
it.
Have a good one.
Dude, take care.
Is it easier? Oh my god, yes. 1000% yes. It's not even up for discussion. A massive change. I will say over the past like 2 to 3 weeks, there have been massive quality of life changes that are like, they may seem minor to some, but I can assure you they're massive. Friday, thank you for feeding the elephants. If I feed the elephants, they're all up in arms. I don't understand. They start claiming the peanuts I have are fake, but that's not true. Because they are? That's not true. Race went up. Is it the bikers? That's the question. We are going to need a new radio soon. I don't give out fake food. No dishes. Okay. Sees dish. Ignores. Oh, I'm upset. I don't want to pick up the object.
Hello.
Hello. What can I get for you?
How much does one combo cost?
It's 600 after tax, 660, but it comes the main, a side, and 2 drinks.
That is my whole bank account, but I'm starving to death, so if I would like one combo.
One moment. One combo on the house. Just don't forget us.
Oh my god, you are the best. You're a
No
lifesaver.
problemo. Have a good
Thank
one.
you so much. What's your name, sir?
Ryan. I'm one of the owners.
Alrighty, I will. You know what? Abracadabra, right?
Abracababra. Here we are.
There you go.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No worries, thank you. You saved my life. Have a wonderful day.
Have a good one. Race time. Oh, Rapture. Oh, shit. Fully off. Enjoy it, man. Hope all is well. I can't get into Raft because I get into like rust mode of like min-maxing. I did it with Kilo. It's like setting up just like a whole line of nets on each side of the boat. I think it was nets. I forget. I really want to try slick tires on this. We could probably get a decent price for the semi-slicks we have on here because they're relatively new.